What if Subaru had never discontinued one of its most beloved vehicles? What if, instead of disappearing into history, the Brumby kept evolving year after year, generation after generation, learning from every decade of engineering innovation until it became something extraordinary? Meet the 2030 Subaru Brat, or Brumby depending on where you grew up. A machine that carries over 50 years of heritage into the future without ever forgetting where it came from. This isn't a reboot. This is what could have happened if the story had simply never ended. Back in the late 1970s, Subaru did something nobody else was really doing. They built a compact utility vehicle that wasn't a truck and wasn't quite a car either. It was light, capable, affordable, and unbelievably practical. Whether it was carrying tools to work, camping gear into the mountains or surfboards to the beach, the Brumby earned a reputation for being one of the toughest little vehicles ever built. Its secret wasn't huge horsepower or flashy styling. It was honesty, simplicity, reliability, and, of course, Subaru's legendary boxer engine and symmetrical all-wheel drive. As the decades rolled on, the automotive world changed dramatically. Cars became safer. Engines became cleaner. Technology exploded. Yet imagine if Subaru had resisted the temptation to retire the Brumby. Instead, each new generation quietly improved the formula while staying faithful to the original philosophy. Better suspension in the 1980s. Fuel injection in the 1990s. Turbocharging during the performance boom of the early 2000s. Advanced all-wheel drive systems in the 2010s. Hybrid assistance in the 2020s. Each decade refining the recipe without losing its soul. Fast forward to 2030, and standing before you is the ultimate evolution of that journey. Immediately you know exactly what it is. The upright stance remains unmistakably Brumby. The practical pickup bed is still there. The proportions instantly remind you of the original. But everything has matured. Every surface is cleaner. Every panel has purpose. Every line has been sharpened by 50 years of aerodynamic research. The front end introduces one of the most dramatic changes in the vehicle's history. Stretching across the entire width is a sleek illuminated LED light bar, growing thicker toward the outer edges where it seamlessly integrates into the main matrix headlights. It's futuristic, instantly recognizable at night, yet still somehow feels like a Subaru. Beneath it sits a purposeful grille that feeds air to the turbocharged engine while giving the Brumby an aggressive but approachable face. Walk around the side and the evolution becomes even more obvious. The body remains wonderfully boxy without looking dated. Strong wheel arches, muscular shoulders, and subtle aerodynamic sculpting allow the Brumby to slice through the air far more efficiently than its ancestors while retaining the rugged utility that made it famous. Massive all-terrain tires, heavy-duty skid plates, roof racks, recovery hooks and reinforced underbody protection remind you that this isn't pretending to be adventurous. It actually is. Then there's the heart of the machine. Power comes from Subaru's latest 2.4-liter turbocharged boxer engine producing a healthy 290 horsepower and 400 Nm of torque. Just as importantly, the center of gravity remains incredibly low thanks to the flat engine layout, giving the Brumby stability few pickups can match. Power is sent through Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive system, working alongside advanced X-mode terrain management, electronically locking differentials and adaptive suspension that constantly analyzes the surface beneath each wheel. The result? 0 to 100 km an hour in just 6.2 seconds. Top speed? 240 km per hour. Not because anyone will race a Brumby across Europe every day, but because engineering excellence means never having unnecessary limits. Inside, the transformation continues while respecting tradition. The dashboard instantly reminds older owners of classic Subaru interiors, but everything is modernized. In front of the driver sits a fully digital instrument cluster styled to resemble classic analog gauges, blending nostalgia with cutting-edge technology. The central touchscreen controls navigation, off-road systems, vehicle diagnostics and connectivity, while physical buttons remain for critical functions because Subaru understands that gloves and touchscreens don't always get along. The 6-speed manual transmission remains proudly available. In a world rapidly abandoning manual gearboxes, Subaru doubles down on driver involvement. Every gear change becomes part of the experience. Every corner becomes more engaging. Every drive becomes memorable. But perhaps the greatest engineering achievement lies beneath the electronics. Artificial intelligence quietly learns how you drive. Whether you're towing a trailer through the mountains, crawling across rocky terrain or commuting through city traffic, the Brumby constantly adapts throttle response, differential behavior, suspension tuning and stability control to match your habits. It becomes your Brumby rather than simply a Brumby. Practicality has never been forgotten either. The reinforced rear tray now features integrated tie-down systems, hidden storage compartments, built-in power outlets, roof-mounted accessory rails and a payload capacity capable of handling serious work. It still does exactly what the original Brumby was built to do, only far better. And then there are the details. The illuminated Subaru lettering across the grille. The continuous rear LED light bar stretching from one side to the other. The subtle orange heritage accents referencing the adventurous spirit of earlier generations. The plaid seat inserts paying tribute to Subaru's classic interiors. The exposed recovery points. The rugged wool designs inspired by classic steel wheels, now forged from lightweight alloys. Every detail tells a story. Most manufacturers revive old names simply to sell nostalgia. This Brumby does something different. It asks a fascinating question. What if the model had never stopped evolving? What if engineers had been perfecting it for over 50 years instead of starting again from scratch? This is the answer. A vehicle equally comfortable climbing mountain tracks, towing a trailer, crossing rivers, exploring forests, or simply driving to work every morning. It never tries to become something it isn't. It simply becomes the very best version of what it has always been. The original Brumby earned its reputation through honesty, toughness, and reliability. The 2030 Brumby honors that legacy while embracing everything modern engineering has to offer. Some vehicles become classics because they're beautiful. Others because they're fast. Some because they're rare. But the Subaru Brumby became legendary because people trusted it. And if its story had never been interrupted, this might just be the Brumby we'd all be driving today. So, what do you think? Should Subaru bring back the Brumby exactly like this? Would you choose it over modern pickups like the Ford Ranger, Toyota Hilux, or Jeep Gladiator? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, because next we're bringing another forgotten automotive icon into the future, and trust me, you won't want to miss it.